Hey guys, Martin here. Please excuse the mess, but I want to share this because I've done this before and I made some videos on this, and I think it's of benefit, especially it might help you if you have a saltwater tank. So my tank has got some cloudy water in it, and I need to clear it out, and there's some extremely fine particles in there that my filter just can't pick up. So it's coming from my substrate. My little cory catfish are stirring it up, and so is my plecos. So what I'm doing now is, I showed you guys before, I'm doing a BRITA Jug Filtration to pick up these fine particles. I've done this before, but I want to show you how to adjust it a little bit. So how this works is, you take a piece of tubing, you attach it to a water pump, a 90, in my case it's a 90 or 130. Let me just see the box here. I just have a really small pump. 90 is the power speed on this thing. Now it takes a minute or two to start up. You'll think, oh, it's not gonna make it, it's not pushing up the tubing. Just fill up a little bit of water first and just let the pump go, and plug it in and just leave it, and then after a little bit it'll finally push the water through the tubing. It'll gain its strength. Make sure it's set to full. So all I've done is I've literally just lifted up the BRITA jug plastic top, and I've placed my tubing, my pump inside under the plastic. You can see here's the power plug, and it just goes inside with the pump and the tubing comes out. So technically what it's doing is it's pumping the water out into the tank, right? And I'm pumping water in with tubing into the BRITA jug in here. You can see a little bit of water collecting there. So the reason I have two tubings in here, one for this jug, this is the older version of the jug. For this jug I need 1.5 water flow. So this is just me siphoning through out of the tank because my tubing is higher, the jug is lower, right? So it's just a siphon to get the water out of the tank. You don't need a pump. And I've attached a little air adjuster and made the water go slower on the second tubing, because it needs like a little bit more water than one tubing can offer, because the pump goes faster. So I put a second piece of tubing, but I've added the little adjuster on it, so I don't have to lift up the whole thing and play with the power level on the pump. So instead I just play with the power level through this little air nozzle, right? So that's dripping in, it's coming in here, it's holding steady. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see this going up higher and water gathering inside. But overall what it's doing is just, it's catching all the sand particles inside this BRITA filter, and it's working rather well. It is very slow, it takes a long time, but if you have a saltwater tank and you made your water really bad and you don't know how to clean it up, this might help you. It might take a long time, but yeah, or even regular water tank, you don't even need to do it on a saltwater tank. So yeah, I'm just playing around with the pumps, another pump experiment here. Excuse the mess, but I need to get that water cleaned up for these electric blue Jack Dempsey's that are in the tank. So that's the process I'm going through. Just using tubing, one tubing coming out that the pump is pushing the water through, and two tubings coming in to the jug, and one is adjusted for the power level, and that works for me. As you can see, there's no extra water being gathered. It's at the same level the whole time here, and it's at the same level the whole time here. So once you reach that equilibrium, it's very cool. You have to keep an eye on it, of course, but yeah, hopefully that helps somebody out. That's how I Brita my water. It's actually pretty good for just filtering even clean water. It's not bad. That's how I started this. But now I'm actually using it to clean out some sand that will gather inside the filter. So good luck to you guys. Hopefully that is something you guys have never tried, and all it takes is just a Brita jug, and you can probably pick up a used Brita jug somewhere. Just replace the filter, put a new one in, and yeah, that's all it takes to just do a really quick external filter that can catch some really fine sand particles. Thanks for watching.